So this is the initiation chamber. It goes deep into the belly of the condor. Here we have the two wings of natural stone formations of the condor. Over here we have the head of the condor carved into this stone. Major initiation place.
Where are you?
This is the belly of the condor. This is the heart of the condor. The head is up above. This goes down into the mountain, into a secret chamber where they did all the initiations. So we just did the Kurakakuyek rites here. Portal. Did you see as we were walking out, there was another left turn that went up into this little courtyard on the back of the condor?
What was that used for?
Vision, right? Flying on the back of the condor, dreaming the world into being, you know? That's what they did. Pachamama Muchanapi, Yarinchis Mama Taita. Wasan chista ayun chista, munas kaipan kausai ni chispan. That's the song to the Pachamama. These Pachamama stones were placed at every sacred site. And this is the place, you can see these huts where they would gather and call on the fertility of the earth to help them to become fertile, to impregnate, you know. Background music. This is where they'd worship the Mother Earth and her fertility and try to bring that into themselves, to connect with it, you know.
Here's Shaman Jon, who is completely, it's very simple and needs no adornment. It's like very clear. He's a very clear vision. And this is his Pachamama here. And these are his four directions. And then here's Miss Rainwater, the priestess of the star people, watching over the earth and wrapping it and hugging it and letting it glow, the elevated earth, which is down here, to keep it up at the highest point possible so that she can take the earth's thoughts and move them up. And that's it.
Thanks, Jen.
So tell us a bit about what you're doing with these.
I'm making mandalas of individuals now. So Sherry told me about the mandala, so I started a journal, and as I went forward with the journal, I decided that it would be really fun to take my own visions out of it and let other people tell me their vision so I could communicate visually back to them what they're seeing in their mind to some degree. And I have no idea if it's going to work because it's an experiment we started this morning. But the point is to capture somebody in a mandala. So that's what it is.
Started with the previous ones, the hummingbird, the other
Yeah,
images.
I can show you the...
So it started with, yeah, which was the first one?
Well, here was... there was first the... First was the orb that visited me in the jungle. Little orb.
Even your writing is beautiful.
Next was the hummingbird story that came to me as a story of the ancients, but it is the story of hummingbird, similar to the way the sun people have their own story. This is the hummingbird story. And this is a tree of life
of the dreams of the people that are golden seeds that the hummingbirds spread throughout the earth. And the sun feeds the seeds, and then the seeds in turn, when they begin to grow, feed the sun back. So it completes the cycle of life, and it's important because it basically says that we are important because we feed the sun. And we're not just insignificant beings on the planet, we're people that actually contribute to the higher collective. And that's the star people. So they are up there at the same balance of, maybe there's more of us, I don't know, but anyway, they're here to balance out the whole picture. And the next one is Nick's version of the star people. So they look kind of onion-like, and they walk and they've got little arms and legs. This is the trapezoidal shape that the Incas build with, and I meditated on this morning making a mandala, and what I saw was that this is a portal for the mind, not for the body. It was designed as a portal that you could stare at it and let your mind travel through it. Often the portal looks straight at a mountaintop, so instantly by looking at the portal you take away all of the things that are just too much for you to look at once and let you focus on just a mountaintop. But it just basically says that it's a portal where things pass between worlds and the folds of time, and the light shines through at different places throughout the day. And part of this wheel is that the blue is where the shamans see between, and the spaces in between that we don't see. The white is the highest possible selves that we are and the visions that we have. And around here, these stones are like the giant stones that the Incas laid. This is grounding us to the earth, so it's sort of protective and it brings us back to earth. But after you've traveled through the portal and you want to come back down, you look for the stones, which is essentially the temple that's here. So I think I came up with a theory that they built the temples and all of these spots to remind them where the portals were, because they maybe had come from the other side or had seen the other side, even if they didn't come from there. They remembered where it was and they didn't want to forget for future generations, so they built some kind of structure. And this was just meant to be a silly clock with that, about the way time moves, and these do end up having trapezoidal shapes around them, but this was just a silly one. But this is the portal.
The answer of the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
This one I'll probably have to read because it came out after I did it. Then I wrote that the ancients created monuments and temples and places to mark the portals, so they could remember and be transported in ceremony. The condors knew the places and would fly near the clouds, and the clouds knew, and the sun knew, and shined a beam on it, and the earth knew and held a place for it. There were many portals, some on land, some in water, and the ancients knew these from the star maps that reflected perfectly on the locations. There was a bend in time, so that when you traveled through a portal, no time passed, and yet all time passed. So here's the bend. And these are some of the portals that might be on the earth that are like some on land and some in water. And the condor, when it flies, might show you remind you where the portal is if you can't remember. The clouds might open up in a circle. You have no idea what. Are we getting our circle? Awesome. There's a portal right there.
Wow. Thank you.
Perfection.
You probably end with that.
Initiation down there.
Oh wow.
Okay. These are the wings of the condor.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at these structures. Look at the little
Wow.
those little portals.
Yeah.
This was the place where you went up and dreamt the world was to be.
Wow, that's so cool.
You sat up there and looked down at the condor head.
That's beautiful.
This is into the heart of the condor. So the condor's back. Deeply. And these steps went really deep into chambers below us, but they've been filled with mud now and rock. But we went down, as far as we could, but it would go way deep. There's probably big old chambers underneath this whole mountain where all the real intense initiations took place.
What kind of initiations?
All of the initiation rites, like the ones we just got, the Kurakukuyak, the Ultima Sayot, the Ultima Sayot, the healers, the shamans, the visionaries, the wisdom keepers. Star star people rights, the Taitanchis, the God rights. Just new now, actually. So, yeah. See that? Look at the seats right here.
Yeah,
So, you know,
seats right here. Yeah.
probably the leader sat up there, and they had people here, and they would probably have council here. This is where they would dream the vision of the next step, you know, for humanity as far as they knew it, you know? Cool.
These totally look like faces.
Oh yeah, no, there's a flute. So
Crack in
those
the
are his
rock.
lips and his chin. That's his nose.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Can you see him?
Oh, yes, that's good.
You could survey the whole place from here.
There's a
And
hole
you can
right
see
by
its
you.
vision of where it's going. Flying on the wing of the condor.
Oh.
This is where you have your vision. Very cool.
Kalpata pun sumas kalpata. Di oku pacha kalpa. Kalpa kita pun sumas kalpa kita pacha mama. Hampumaya yana paya kalpanjaya sami jaya. Ki pacha kalpa. Hampumoy ki pacha. Hampumoy ki. Pinguline. Hatun ingari hatun kolari. Hampumaya. Hampumoy ki. Bamba mesayo auto mesayo. Hampumoy. Hanas pacha kalpa.